better computer where it has multiple ports.
Yeah.
That will help.
Truth be told, I'm gonna talk to Jay Will's guy, and whenever we start having like a nice, like a decent guest, we can start renting out over there where they record at, which is a really nice ass studio.
Yeah. Cause either way, I'm about to buy me a new monitor, so I can probably run one that takes HDMI. Cause I got like 2 monitors that
Oh, God. Yo, what's up, my ninja? It's your boy E-Stop. That's what I'm going by from now on. What'd you... Oh, your phone?
Oh, that's right. I was on a podcast, y'all. What is happening? This is your boy, Sir Mackleton Fauntleroy the Third Esquire, man. But before we go, you probably was gonna beat me to it. But I feel like we need to do some intros, right? Some extra ones,
most definitely.
Because I don't feel like we appreciate our peoples enough. So without further ado, y'all, we got some people behind. Well, he on the side of the scene. But for y'all that don't know, the audio guy, the hardest working man in my ninja is officially Lulu. And then we got Eric.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, and we live with another episode of My Ninja Gaming. First and foremost, we like to address some things going on currently. As you may already notice, we are missing one of our key members, aka Light Skin Jesus, aka Curtis Russell. He's taking some time to focus on the Seoul Dojo, his own channel. He might be back with us, he may not. That's all up to him. But we wish him the best, and we just got to move on and continue to create content. We're gonna miss him, and until he comes back, we're gonna go ahead and fill that void and create great My Ninja content. We're not gonna slow up because we lost one of our key members. He's just taking some time away to focus on his channel. And until then, we're just gonna keep on doing us, correct?
At the end of the day, it's all love, bro.
It's all love. Shameless plug for the Seoul Dojo right there.
Fantastic content. Fantastic content. If
Nothing
I do
but,
say so myself.
Most definitely. We got some crazy things going on in the news. Sony's main contributors are now shifting focus to the PlayStation 5. How do you feel about that, Mac?
Main contributors, like they're exclusive gaming people and investors alike.
Most definitely.
Oh, what we gearing up for, Sony? What is we doing? Honestly, I feel like it was too early, but damn, after looking at the time gaps between the 4 and where we at today, I guess so. I will say this has been one of the most enjoyable consoles I've dealt with as far as PS4 goes. Until recently, I really just started playing my Switch when I bought it.
Most definitely.
Ain't nothing else really been able to get me off of it. So it felt like the time was flying. And I remember when I first got the 4, I was so desperate to get it. I got the damn thing from Rent a Center. Like, I wanted one that damn bad. I paid an extra $260 for this motherfucker. But nah, man, that's fantastic. Like, that makes me just shit. What's not good about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to see what they got in store for us on this 5. I feel like it's gonna be pretty mean.
And I think it's smart of them to do, because like we said, we thought it was too soon until we like looked at the numbers. It's like, oh, 6-year gap, 7-year gaps, but they all range between a 6 and a 7-year gap. So we're about time for it. If they release this in what I'm expecting 2020, they're right on time with it. My main issue is like, if I buy this PlayStation Pro, I'm gonna feel kind of salty if y'all give me my PlayStation 5 in 6 months later.
Right.
And that's the main thing. I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, I'm keeping mine because I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna want to play some video games on my 4 that won't make it to the, like, I'm pretty sure Skyrim Special Edition won't make it to the 5 again. But that's because Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. So I mean, if it does, they just gonna shut up and take my money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna make that big of a difference. And then Final Fantasy 14 ain't gonna make it to the 5 just yet. I'm definitely still gonna play.
Nah, they definitely that's gonna be one of the immediate ports. Kind of like because they did that with PlayStation 3. It was on PlayStation 3, and then as soon as it released for the 4, if you had that shit digitally, they just gave it right to you for free. So that's always a plus.
So that's always good.
But you mentioned it. I'm glad you actually brought that up, because they're talking about backwards compatibility for PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5.
Fucking time.
Which I think is smart.
Oh, y'all can't see it, but I got a hard on that's almost above this PC in front of me. Or his laptop, bro.
Giggity.
You know what I'm saying? That backwards. I like that backwards compatibility. You're never good to go backwards, but for backwards compatibility, it is.
Playing your good old classic games.
Yeah, you know, retros and things alike. Nothing wrong with a little old school.
But Sony making some big moves, man. Let's move on to some good on Nintendo. Nintendo sales have passed 32 million. That surpasses Wii U and even GameCube.
Well, Wii U is not the biggest surprise.
No, because fuck Wii U.
Yeah, because fuck Wii U. You know what I'm saying? Wii U's kind of like Eric. But
oh, bitch. I'm gonna come behind this camera.
No, man, stay back there there, bro. Stay back there, bro. We both in all black. Wouldn't nobody even know the difference. Nah, man, but now it is. I feel like it's not that big of a deal for the GameCube, but the GameCube was a good console.
Most definitely.
So the Switch is on another level, man.
Crazy.
It is on a whole nother level. Like, this is a console like Nintendo outdone themselves. Like,
it makes me proud to be a gamer.
Yeah.
Like, seeing what they did with that system.
What a fucking time to be alive.
Facts.
And I'm probably going to say that again at some point in life. And rightfully so. But as far as the Switch doing what it's doing, man, I give it another 2-3 years and it might outdo the PS2.
I believe it, man, because it's giving those titles that we really enjoy to play. And on top of that, some of these re-releases and these reworks are fucking amazing. Like, you about to give me Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 12?
As long as they ain't
take my
$60.
money. Man, all I'm saying is give me Final Fantasy 14 on the Switch.
Hold on now. You stepped into some water right there. I wasn't ready for you to...
Hey, man. Could you imagine?
My jacket wasn't quite big enough to reach that part of the puddle, Trev.
All I'm saying, could you imagine it, though, Mac?
Yes,
waking up in the morning, handheld Final Fantasy 14.
I do physical labor at work, Trevor. I wouldn't get shit done. I wouldn't get shit. I would just, like, I got one of them jobs where if you ain't trying to work, you just might as well call the fuck in. You're just gonna be stuck. So, like, I'm gonna need, I just couldn't bring my Switch at that point unless I wasn't the guy driving. Like, that's how big of a deal that would be. But, nah, man, I could see it happening. Mm-hmm. I could. Like, I don't know. I feel like you would have to dock it more so, though. Yeah. Because that's kind of a tough game to run.
Oh, could you imagine?
You have to get a memory card specifically for it.
True.
Yeah.
Big facts.
So if you're going to use your hotspot, you better hope you got unlimited hotspot.
But you know what? One of the key things, the beautiful things about 14 is that it's not rough on a hotspot.
No, it's not.
It's not that rough on a hotspot. As long as you're not running raids and shit.
Yeah,
you start running raids and your shit gonna look like Minecraft. But
you're gonna be blocky.
He gonna be in that motherfucker skipping all over the place. So yeah, but I give it some time. If they do like a Switch Pro or I don't know, what would Nintendo call that? But I feel like it could happen maybe on the next gen console though. It'd be no problem on next gen. I don't know about this one. Man,
we're going to keep it on Nintendo, dog, because Nintendo, we just looked at how many online subscribers they surpassed. That's 8 million, dude.
8 million.
And that's not including the free trial. These are people who got the free trial and continue to pay their hard-earned cash to become subscribers. I think that's something special because a lot of people were weary with how Nintendo was going to release their online, because when they did, it was kind of cheap, too, so people were like, fuck. They're about to give us this low-budget ass online service, but it's actually panning out to be a great service. You got that nice Nintendo game that pushes out different Nintendo old school retro games on that. It just updates.
Shit is great, by the way,
and it's fantastic.
I'm still waiting on roller games though, Nintendo. Y'all give me that, and it's gonna be real hard to distract me from anything else for a little bit.
And like Nintendo's been making some major strides. Like I think they've never wanted to be in the same quote unquote breath as Sony and Microsoft. Mm-hmm. They've always been in a league of their own. I think that's something special that Nintendo continues to hold on to.
And I feel like also they, even if they have to buff the price up a little bit, they do kind of still need to work on some of it because there is still some lag issues, but it ain't nothing to really write home about. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that serious. But I say if y'all gotta, put some tweaks and some minor improvements in that thing and maybe knock it up another $10, fine. But y'all get to talking 60, we fight.
Throwing hands.
Whole hand bones. Yeah.
Hands. Yeah. Ain't gonna be holy hands either.
No holy hands.
Dark Knight style hands.
Moving on to some more PlayStation news. PlayStation.
My Ninja's not an exclusive PlayStation
affiliate.
Yeah. But we enjoy the motherfuckers.
But wow, since we saying and scoop that over.
Yeah, just go ahead. You don't
want that to fall.
PSN has generated $12.5 billion worth of revenue in 2018. That's higher than any company. That's Microsoft. That's Nintendo.
$1,000 of that shit was mine.
Nigga, 500,000 might be mine. I don't even make that much.
I got at least half of my money's worth in that shit.
Shit, same here.
It is not the biggest. That's not a big shock, man. Because PSN is like, I got a love-hate relationship with PSN, right? Because they'll come out, you know, they'll never beat GameStop in terms of sheer sales.
Not at all.
As far as prices go, because the game, like if you, let's say WWE 2K19, you go look at that shit right now and it's probably still $50 on PSN.
Bruh.
You go to GameStop, you get that shit for $30. You know,
well, okay, with that being said, Division, if you go to GameStop right now, it's like $8.
Yeah, easy.
$8 Look on the PSN and watch that shit be $29.99.
I think it's like $39.99.
Oh Lord, God, and that ain't even go DLC or whatever the fuck with it.
Even Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 still $60.
They can kiss my whole black ass.
It's like $20 at GameStop.
But they already know with that GameStop where they buy and sell used games. Ain't nobody trying to goddamn drive to no GameStop. Because GameStop is not far, right?
No.
But the issue with GameStop is like all the fucking, it's like a maze. Because you got to do all these goddamn turns to get to it. You got to avoid the police if your tag's out. You got to go through all this extra shit. Ain't nobody got time for that.
They have
PSN know that.
in the line.
Yeah, fam, ain't nobody got time for that, bro.
They can kiss my whole ass. I ain't going to jail to buy no damn game.
So
when
you
I
know
can
what?
just,
Here, y'all take this extra $40.
Yep.
Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me to my own device.
Check this out. With the PlayStation Network, this past few free games they gave out, it was the last one that they're doing any games for the PlayStation Vita.
Mm-hmm.
And PS3.
Yeah.
Thank God.
This
February is the last month.
giveaway. The last month.
They should have been stopped that shit. Well, they're doing it for all the meth heads who buy their kids the PlayStation 3. They still playing Vita. Hey son, I'm gonna buy you a Vita. It's like, all right.
The meth heads though.
No, facts.
Well, I thought you said PlayStation. You didn't say which number. So.
I just guessed.
I just got one that had a PS on it, son. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Did you not read the tag, Dad?
Another thing going on in news: Mortal Kombat has announced Kano as a new playable character.
Let me stop acting like I ain't know that shit because I seen it. But he looks a little different.
Yeah, he looks different as fuck.
He does. He looks a little bit more cartoony, but. I think that Kano picture is one from him back in time, maybe Mortal Kombat 1. Because if you don't know the story, you most likely, you know, you're going back in time. So I'm pretty sure that's a younger Kano.
Yeah, it looks younger. He looks slim too. Yeah. Cause he had some meat on him back. Let's say no, that looks.
I was like, he too goddamn big to be Blanca rolling on people. Now it look like he can Blanca roll on people and be alright with it.
And hey man, and on top of that, on top of Kano, you know who else we getting?
Who?
Shaggy. Okay, that was a joke. But one of the guys in the development team put Shaggy inside of Mortal Kombat. That's just because all the Shaggy memes circulated online. It fucks me up the fact that these memes are just out there like that right now.
Shaggy, every intro Shaggy does has to have zoinks in it.
Yo.
And his hair has to stand up on the back of his head.
If they put my mans in this game, fam, I'm losing my shit.
They ain't got running in Mortal Kombat. If they did, he would have to run just like he did in the old school Scooby-Doo. Goddamn, with his... Yeah, he be goddamn getting it.
First, bro.
He be getting it, bro. So that would be dope.
Damn fucking run man in place.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the My Ninja news I wanted to touch on. Man, has anybody played this Anthem demo?
I have played this Anthem.
I was about to play it today, actually.
Play that shit. Like, everything I felt like a lot of people were dismissing about it. Oh, it's Destiny, blah, blah, blah. Dude, that game... Just from the first mission I played, being able to free roam and fly, like, that shit was very detail-oriented. And I felt like Destiny, I've played Destiny 1 and 2, had a little bit of an aspect of controlled chaos, right? This is some uncontrollable chaos. That first mission, I got wrecked with a whole squad, the whole team down, crawling and shit.
Let me see. So, my whole take on it, I started, you know, everybody starts with the Ranger, right?
Yeah.
So... The first thing I learned how to do, obviously, because I think the one thing everybody's going to do as soon as they touch down is jump in the air and try to fly. So my dumb ass jumped right in the air, and I was flying. Ran my dumb ass right into a tree. The biggest tree I could find, I ran smack dagger into that motherfucker. My goddamn javelin went down fast on the knee, like, oh shit. It doesn't hurt him. It's just the fact that you can already tell you're gonna be in the shit, right, with everybody, and everybody gonna try to jump in the sky and run, and the motherfucker gonna run right into the side of a mountain. That's gonna be so much of that happening in that game, and you hear the metal clunk.
Yep.
Bang! Like, ooh.
And one thing about flying, okay, I like it, but I don't like it. how fast that meter can go away. Because you can overheat your suit and you won't be able to fly for a cool minute.
You just gotta if you come down before it overheats, it'll come right on. But you know what? There's also a trick. It might not even be a trick. It might be like a mechanic. If you're high in the air, or if you just at a decent point in the air and you dive bomb for some fucking reason based on Anthem's aerodynamic system, if that's a thing. The fucking that actually somehow cools down the thrusters and it brings your gauge back down as long as you're dive bombing. And if you get in water or if you like a waterfall, that automatically cools your jets down. So it's other ways to do it. I was sitting there floating. I learned how to float just sitting in the air, and then one of them damn wing things shot me in the back of the shoulder. So that fucked me up. That was a motherfucker. But the game itself, man, is, everybody's looking for a reason to compare it to Destiny. Yeah. First of all, let me say this. All you motherfuckers out here comparing this game to Destiny, Destiny's track record ain't that fucking great either. It's really not. It's not. All right, and you really, there are some similarities to Destiny. I mean, I think that's kind of, it was probably meant to be. It was naturally going to happen. Yeah. But
Curtis said flight is the best part about Anthem. Everything else is crap. It's EA.
Light Skin Jesus took a hiatus and still came back to the comments.
My man came back just for EA. He said he was going to challenge everything, damn it.
You don't even have to be on the podcast. You can be in the comments and say you did that.
Oh, shit. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I personally, from a standpoint, I did enjoy it. Of course, there was some hiccups and shit like that, but I wasn't really looking for them. I was just trying to get the most positive experience I could get out the game, and I got that. It was enjoyable enough. I'm buying it. That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna care about what nobody words. Yeah. Especially after I went and got that storm javelin unlocked, and I was dropping bolts from a god on motherfuckers' heads.
And I'm gonna be honest, I remember when we initially were going over a lot of things, and I was appointed Anthem to cover once it got released, and I didn't want to cover it. After playing this demo, both of us covering this motherfucker, and we streaming this motherfucker live.
I'm doing it. It's happening.
I'll be back soon.
Oh Lord, he'll come back one more time just to look at us play the game tomorrow.
It's just like
yeah, bitch.
Just gonna stand there and look at us. So y'all bought this shit.
Yeah, y'all bought this shit.
You really did this shit.
Oh, and when they give it to you for free next month, you gonna be mad, right?
Oh no, that would be terrible.
That would be
absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I would tilt this table over so quick.
I would flip the fuck out this MyNinja table.
Man, shit.
But yeah, man. Ultimately, I did enjoy the experience of Anthem. I really can't judge it for nothing because it was. I still I want to play it now. I'm not gonna front on you. I do, but it's ultimately I think it's good, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna give it a shot, man. If don't nobody else do, I ain't worried about nobody else's opinions. I like what I played, so I'm gonna give it a shot.
Most def. Has anybody played Resident Evil 2 except for me and Mac? Anybody? See y'all. I done fucked up. I'm sorry.
You don't like it.
Okay, so.
It ain't that I ain't like it, but
okay.
We got a video on that shit coming out.
Yeah.
And I screamed like a bitch. Multiple times too. Okay, and some parts of ultimately, one thing I learned about Resident Evil is that it's a puzzle game. So when you get past the zombie swanton bombing through the windows and shit like that,
Dr. X, game, giving you an uppercut.
Dr. X, one shot in your ass and shit like that. And that one awkward moment where you raise that locker up and put it on the side of the wall, go past that bitch and come back just for that bitch to fall back on you again, only for 3 more zombies to swanton bomb your ass again. And then the fat ass rent-a-cop was the one that killed me and took me out, but that's beside the point. We're not gonna talk about that. The game was fun as fuck. Other than that, it was fun as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, I screamed like a bitch the whole time, but it was still fun as fuck. I got beat the fuck up. I did. I spent how many zombies went through that fucking window?
At least 6.
One zombie. Okay, I had 11 bullets. One zombie comes flying through the fucking window. I used 7. I only hit him with 2.
That nigga, he missed hard too.
I was shooting all on the side of that motherfucker, bro. and shit, only 11 bullets. Of course, I ain't got no nails. And of course, this motherfucker can't swing. He can't fight.
Oh, yeah, you shooting like a stormtrooper.
Yeah, he can't fight. He can't fight for shit. So I'm sitting up here like, I need a melee weapon in this motherfucker or something. Because I damn sure ain't shooting at nobody.
And the crazy part is, after he said that shit, they gave this nigga a melee weapon. After reading, but like I was explaining to Mac, one thing about Resident Evil, it's fight or flight. Sometimes you gotta decide, yo, I ain't gonna fight this shit. Let me run.
He's good at deciding on the fighting shit because he runs a lot in fighting games. So he knew when shit got real, he took off. And that's when it dawned on me, why the fuck didn't I do that? Because my dumb ass staying in the fray trying to fight and shit, it's 20 motherfuckers coming after just my neck.
Tashelle said scary, right? Is it great?
I don't want to talk about it.
Y'all done gave my boy some gray hairs. You know he old already. Y'all done gave my nigga some... Moving on.
On the next note.
I would like to bring our wonderful camera guy over here. I want to discuss some things from Kingdom Hearts from your first experience. How'd you enjoy Kingdom Hearts?
I really enjoyed it.
Get your ass back over behind the camera. Ain't nobody asked you.
I actually enjoyed it, but there's a big giant butt. The only
like
thing
big butts.
is there's a butt. There's a butt.
Big butts are good.
Yeah. You got a point there. But the only problem that I have is the spamming of the triangle button, which is one of your special moves with the Keyblade and also assist attacks.
Mm.
That's the only problem that I have because it's so easy to get. I just want to. They could have just like reverted the same fighting style in Kingdom Hearts 2 because it was
more challenging.
Yeah, it was more challenging. But from my one of my coworkers' perspective, he said, he didn't like it either because he's playing it through the hardest difficulty, and all he's doing is just spamming the hell out of triangle button every time he gets the power up.
That's funny because D just said he told me to sell.
He said the same thing.
Yeah, so. He said he hasn't died like once on the hardest difficulty, but that's the only thing I want them to fix on that. Is because of the triangle spamming shit.
It's kind of like a cheat button, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a cheat button because my coworker said he hasn't used none of the magic shit. All he's doing is spamming the hell out of triangle the whole time.
Here's the worst part about Kingdom Hearts that people tend to forget though. Kingdom Hearts is a kid's game.
These are also fast.
So
it's a kid's game with RPG elements.
Yeah. The same people the same kids that played Kingdom Hearts back then that were 8 and 9 years old, they pretty much 18 and 19 now, and so games are easier. Yeah, sadly, games are easier.
How do y'all like the mechanics on it? Or how do you like the mechanics on
it? Everything else pretty good, but the spamming of the triangle button, they just need to fix that shit.
What about story-wise?
Story-wise, it's pretty good, actually.
That's good.
It's actually pretty good for it to be the end of one part of the saga, which is going to be another Kingdom Hearts.
In 10 years,
yeah.
Could you 15. So could you imagine Kingdom Hearts 3's story not being good? With the gameplay being as easy, that would be absurd.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that would hurt that game.
Yeah.
But I think with kind of like, I'm going to say this, and Curtis is probably going to say something. With a fan base similar to Madden, I say that because with how loyal and diehard. No, loyal and diehard. I'm just going to say that. With how loyal and diehard they are, I think that's what people kind of like give Kingdom Hearts a pass. Like, oh, they fucked up right there. It's okay. It's still Kingdom Hearts. We waited 25 years for this game, but it's still Kingdom Hearts.
He just ups the ante on these years, dog.
Really? For real?
He already
pushed 13 years since we've been waiting for this shit.
He already pushed
13
Kingdom
years,
Hearts.
motherfucker.
He already pushed the sequel back a quarter of the damn century.
No, but I'm seeing mixed reviews from Kingdom Hearts. I love the story, but I'm hearing that gameplay is just too easy.
And I heard it was like they even on proud mode, which is I guess hard mode.
Yeah, this is a hard mode, and it's just easy. I'm like,
what do you think they would have to change to make it better mechanically wise?
Because there's that triangle move. It has a cooldown, correct? I'm guessing, or it doesn't have no cooldown.
It really doesn't have technically a cooldown. It cools down, but after you kill like maybe 3 heartless or a heartless that has like a little green circle around it that automatically makes you get it, then you could press triangle. But it really doesn't have too much of a cooldown. No. That's the only thing they need to fix is make it where it has a cooldown just like it did in 2. Because even in 2, with the pressing the triangle button, different heartlesses or different nobodies, you can do like special abilities. Like there's a nobody that uses a sniper laser. You can press it at a certain point. You can press the triangle button, and next man you can teleport, hitting that laser that's trying to hit you and hit it directly back at them.
They out there playing the Force Unleashed.
Yeah, low-key, I was just thinking, like,
I
recently started getting into Xenoverse.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun. There's one mission that keeps beating my ass, but, it's whatever.
Yeah. That's actually a game I need to actually pick back up again.
Was Force Unleashed?
Yeah. No, Xenoverse.
Xenoverse. I have not played 2.
What, 2 or 1?
No, I didn't want to run around.
I was trying to get through 1, then I'm gonna get.
I didn't want to run around looking like Gohan, bro, and Eric.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Everybody know those characters look like Gohan and Eric.
Okay, honestly, there's one thing I do want to say. There's a lot of these games are aimed at kids, bro. Can we get some of these kid games aimed at adults, bro? Like, real talk.
Like, what games?
How, though?
What games, though?
Like Dragon Ball. I feel like it could have done a lot more with it.
You know what? What was that? The new one, Project Z?
Yeah.
I saw it, but you know why I'm not excited for it? Is because it's supposed to be RPG, but we're fucking using Goku.
That's what I do not like about it.
I'm like, I'm not even excited for this shit anymore. Like,
the most unentertaining character.
And I don't want it to be like Dragon Ball Saga.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Why'd
you bring that up?
The most fucking... The only motherfucker in the world that need to be on child support.
Why couldn't they have done it like... Why can't you get to be the bad guy one time?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It would be dope. Or shit, let's do that. Can we make a DBZ RPG where you get to make a choice? You know what I'm saying? And make this thing online. Mm-hmm. Good versus evil. And we all had this big ass Mortal Kombat Armageddon war.
Which I ain't got no problem with. I love that. Put them in a trench coat.
In a trench coat.
Or a poncho.
Yeah. Big ass poncho.
Poncho with no sleeves.
Hold on, man. I like my sleeve poncho.
We know. That's why I said no sleeves.
See, this is why I don't like black people. All right. One of the biggest topics we wanted to discuss today was Final Fantasy 14.
Look, man.
Has released.
Look, man. Hold on. This was only supposed to be like a 40-minute podcast, bro. You understand that you dip into some shit. This is going to turn into a Lifetime movie.
With that being said, piggybacking off what he just said, we're having a separate episode talking about this as well. So we're only going to dive into the pool this deep.
That's not possible.
But we're going to try.
Okay. Try it.
So Final Fantasy 14 has given us more info on name of the expansion? Shadowbringers. They're giving us a new class and a new race so far. From what I'm seeing, the era looks like it's going to be a strictly female race.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the same level as, Makote in Final Fantasy 11 was called Mithra. Mithra was strictly female. There was no male Mithras. So I think that's the same lane they're going to go with Viera. And how do you feel about that if that's what they're going to do?
I'd be okay with it just because who wants a male person with them goofy ass bunny ears?
That's also true.
Like, you know what they would just look like male Makotes with bunny ears.
Facts.
They didn't even look, because hell, the fucking Viera, honestly, if it wasn't for the ears, the females wouldn't look that differently. Although their faces do look a lot better. Yeah,
it's a more pointed face, the ears, and then you have to pay attention to the leg and foot. Because the foot is like, they're going to have it for their fighting styles. From what I'm seeing from that trailer, they're going to be bouncing a lot. Mm-hmm. It's actually going to be raised up like a rabbit would.
I'm not going to lie. I probably won't be a Viera because everybody else will be.
Yeah, everybody's going to.
But they do have a fuck ton. Like, apparently Yoshi's saying that they're going to have a fuck ton of customization for the Viera, with them being female only. Mm-hmm. Which makes sense because it's a female, right? So you can definitely make that
bus size.
You know, I don't know. We'll see.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I agree. Can I get some jiggle physics?
They ain't gonna give us.
Can I get a butt?
See, okay, that's what they need to throw in kid games is jiggle physics, bro.
What?
Real talk. Real talk.
Oh my god. No, I don't think we can do that.
I mean, why
they,
not?
They did do it.
I mean, the kids aren't gonna know.
They did do
like,
it
oh,
on
it's jiggling. That's
character
funny.
Fortnite
Kids are
at one
already-
point.
kids
are
already-
They
had to take it out.
They had to take it out.
Kids are already having kids anyway. I mean, it's not like they don't know this shit.
Look, bro, Donald Duck doesn't wear pants, bro. Like
That nigga is butt ass
nigga.
naked.
But he's a duck.
But he ain't got no
So
pants
we
on.
can get jiggle
Okay, so
physics, bro?
somebody showed me a duck that normally wears a suit, just swimming around in the water.
But Goofy a dog with some
Goofy
clothes
wears
on.
pants.
Goofy is actually a cow though.
What?
Goofy is a fucking cow, yo.
Bro, they don't make
Goofy's
cow
a cow?
pants.
No, he's dog.
He's
Goofy
a dog.
isn't. Look it up.
Cows don't wear pants. They don't make cow
Google
size
it
pants.
right
Look it
now.
up. Look it up.
A cow.
Goofy is a cow.
Cow.
In fact, I saw that shit on Facebook. They were saying, I wonder how long it took people to understand that Goofy is a cow and not a dog.
So then
I
what's
was like,
his son? Another cow?
a calf. I don't know.
Okay.
I hope I'm wrong, but I read that. I could have been wrong. I could be wrong as fuck. That could have been fake as fuck, but
But he wears pants.
I don't see him being a cow. He ain't got no udders.
But he wears pants.
He does wear pants.
And they don't make cow size pants.
And he looks like a dog.
But you're right.
He looks like a whole dog. He got ears like a dog.
No, he's a anthropomorphic dog with a southern drawl. But he's the dog.
He is a dog.
Yeah.
Maybe he's one of those cow dogs.
Cow. We got off topic. Final
Yep.
Fantasy 14.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, he's a dog.
On
I
top
was gonna
of,
say, somebody said he was a cow, and I was like,
ain't no way in
that
hell.
other dude that he be fucking with all the time across the way with the fine ass wife, he look more like a cow than anybody.
That's that nigga fat.
Yeah, he look more like a cow than anybody. I would say he's a bulldog.
Oh, Pete.
Yeah, Pete my nigga though. That nigga Pete hilarious.
I got some more news for y'all.
What you got?
So apparently Titanfall is releasing a battle royale.
Yeah. Like, I'm tired of these
Battle
games.
Royale.
Like, okay, Battle Royale has became kids. People,
Wait a
the
minute,
game,
though.
they're
Wait a
giving.
Please be original.
Wait a
please.
minute though. Wait a minute.
They
though.
think Battle Royale can fix games.
Now battle royale is indeed just an option, but put in certain games, it looks better.
But
And put in-
Titanfall is trash.
no, it's not. Titanfall.
pretty
Well,
bad.
two was pretty good. One was,
One was
Let's not
just
talk about
basically online the whole time.
but if you battle royale Titanfall though, that's not a bad idea. I just hate to see
In
battle
Titan
royale
too.
in I just hate to see battle royales in these basic ass shooting games.
Yeah.
Give me a Tekken battle royale or fucking put it in something that's unexpected. Don't put it in some shit like I don't know.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, just-
Watch. We have a Battle
'cause
Royale
that
in the
shit
next
ain't-
Halo.
Cause that shit
Money
ain't,
on it.
Cause that shit ain't,
Oh, yeah.
it makes sense in Halo though, because Halo is that y'all got all kinds of unique shit to work with.
Yeah.
Call of Duty for the most part, you just shooting guns. It's a battle royale anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like something like Halo where they got these swords and these, you know, all this different shit, the sci-fi shit. Putting a battle royale in Anthem or putting one in Destiny makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's so creative. Whereas battle royales and shit like Red Dead or COD, all you gonna see for the most part is guns and horses.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck they ride on in COD. So I can see that being it could be a bad thing. It might revive Titanfall.
Pokemon Go adds more 4-gen Pokemon, makes big battle changes.
So like I was saying, because who the fuck cares about Pokemon Go?
Damn.
Ooh.
That
you
boy
ain't
there.
got that
Oh,
email.
am I the only one that don't?
No, this you're thinking that's the strict the phone one.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, man.
My man said Pokemon Go.
Actually, I saw this white talker mom coming to Krispy Kreme still playing Pokemon Go, so you know.
She's a mom. She ain't got nothing else to do.
Bruh, like a motherfucker. Isn't that sad though?
I
That's
mean,
some
it
sad
ain't hard
shit.
to go and discover some other games, mother. Jesus Christ.
Mom playing.
I mean, your son probably sitting up playing all these. Then again, if you playing Pokemon Go on your phone, your son probably basic as fuck and probably only play Fortnite, so I don't blame you. But still.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a funny one. Teen buys PS4 for only $9 by disguising it as a fruit.
Yo, I
Gets arrested after
saw
trying
that
it.
shit. Yo, this is the second time he did this shit. The first time he got away with it. He did this shit a second time and didn't get away with it. Nigga, why would you go back to the same place you committed a crime to commit the crime again?
Whoa, wait, I completely missed. What the fuck?
So he got a PlayStation and he took it to like, you know how self-checkout you can weigh out like your fruits and shit, right?
Yeah.
So he weighed it as a piece of fruit and checked it out and walked out with a PlayStation for the price of however much the weight of the fruit was.
He paid about $20 for a fruit.
Straight finesse to Walmart.
He paid $20 for.
He did that one time and got away with it. He went back to that same location a second time and attempted it again.
Go to a different location.
Not only that, you think that you got away with that the first time, that they wouldn't alert other locations in the area that shit was happening?
Yeah.
You're an idiot. And what idiot gave that kid a system to go check out by himself at a self-checkout?
Right.
Yeah.
Facts.
Exactly.
The latest
the
Fallout
mothers that play
76
Pokemon Go
update nerfed a lot of things and rebroke a few others.
They should have just blew the whole game up. Set fire to the game.
should have been working on Elder Scrolls while y'all was out here bullshitting with Falling Outs.
I just waited to release Fallout.
It was rushed. It was fucking rushed.
That's okay. That's fine. They made the greatest game ever known to man, so I know my Elder Scrolls better not be rushed. I'm going to rush they ass with these hands.
See,
hands.
Oh man,
me with them CJ hands,
not the block hand. Oh man,
niggas really be on the block, bro. You talking and rapping and shit.
I feel like we missed one major thing from Final. They also introduced, what's the name of the Gunblade class?
It is called the Gunbreaker class,
and this is a Gunblade. And this character is actually a tank. For people who play MMOs, you know what a tank is. It's a defensive character in the game. So I think that's a big add-on. You've been talking about Gunblade for some time. Like, I'm mad you hit that shit right on the nose.
I was sitting up here thinking there's no way I'll get a gun class and a gun blade. I'll be damned if I ain't getting both of them. Even though the gun part is clunky as fuck. I feel like that's going to get fixed with this one. Mm-hmm. So... yeah, I can't wait for this All Things Final. It's going to be fantastic.
And I got money on the fact that the machinists in this class are going to intertwine somehow.
Oh, yeah. With the ammo system and shit, they probably going to share gear, too. It wouldn't shock me.
Bro, man, don't even get me started.
Looking at that trailer, man, it makes me want to get back to playing.
I'm going to get back into Eric so we can run you through some Stasha.
Uh-huh.
Motherfucking.
So I can go to sleep? Yeah. I'm going to go in as Scholar and just put myself on follow and go to sleep.
I mean, shit, with EOS, yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Walk off and go do whatever the fuck. So yeah, man, Final is... I fucking love that game so much.
Okay, so I have one last bit of news since the Super Bowl's tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Madden 19 predicted a shot 30-27 LA Rams.
We'll go around the room as well. I believe that the Rams have a good chance of winning. Against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, yes. This is a young team. And this is not only just a young team, it has a young coach, young players, like all around. Sometimes miracles can happen. And that would be big for the city of LA because, you know, they've been setting LA up for a comeback ever since we brought LeBron to LA. Like, having the Rams win this Super Bowl is just setting LeBron up for a championship, truth be told.
Yeah, I just want the Rams to win.
So, prediction, Rams? Rams? No, are you predicting the Rams or you just want the Rams?
I want the Rams, and I'm also predicting.
Lou?
Oh, man, I don't know. Because Tom Brady's been going crazy
That nigga's a GOAT. He's the greatest football player of all time. As a person who doesn't play sports, Mac, who do you pick?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Facts. As we said before, we're setting up the channel for something amazing coming. Next week, we're actually doing a joint podcast with another podcast. They're looking forward to doing it with us. It's actually a group of 3 people. It's usually 2 guys and one of the guys' wives. But they play video games and they really want to do a podcast with us. And they seem like a good group of people, so I wanted to bring them in. Hopefully they're listening. Shout out to them. The name of their podcast is Game from the Gamers. So we're going to have a podcast with them and see where they take us. Because I like to intertwine with different people just to see if they can change the format of our show and see how the show might turn out.
Games from the gamers?
Game from the gamers.
My Ninja Gamers. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Left the party.
Oh, yeah.
My PlayStation probably went in rest mode most likely.
Oh, man. Anybody else got any closing words?
More content coming.
Yes.
One away. We're one away, bro. 69.
69. Free my nigga Tekashi.
What y'all want
Fuck
me to
that
do
nigga.
at 69 with Trevor?
No, hold on,
lick
bro.
the back of his ear?
leave
Come
that
on,
in the comments.
I'm gonna lick the back of his ear.
Chill
if
out,
we get
fam.
69,
You
fam.
know, he ain't licking the back of my ear.
I'm gonna lick the back of his fucking ear if we get 69. Matter of fact, I'm gonna lick the back of his ear if we get 70.
He gonna cut off his hair.
No.
Hold on, no, we really ain't doing that. Time out.
No, we get 70, bro. I'm licking the back of this man's ear.
Ooh.
Okay, on that note, it's your boy
Hey,
Esau from My Ninja Gaming.
Hey, huh?
What?
I'm waiting on it to go.
It ain't happening. It's your boy Esau from My Ninja Gaming. It ain't happening.
Not today.
Nigga, I'm gonna stop the stream. I stopped the whole motherfucking stream.
Oh shit! And your boy Sir Mackleton Fauntleroy, the third Esquire, man.
This is My Ninja Gaming. Thank you guys for being the great eyes and ears behind My Ninja. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace out.
Peace.
Hey.